Mr. Smith. Okay, well, I'll just read the motion. It says, now comes Bruce N. Smith moving and brings this motion to withdraw his counsel. And the support thereof shows one, the movement is attorney of record for Ronaldo Carter and was trained to represent defendant. Two, good cause for withdrawal as counsel in the movement, in that movement has been unable to communicate effectively with defendant. Three, this withdrawal is not sought for delay, but the defendant might be represented by counsel of his choice. And five, they just have the last known address of Ronaldo Carter, and I'm not going to state that on the on YouTube. And then the last known phone number, which is in the motion, I'm not going to also state that on YouTube. And it says a copy of this motion has been delivered to Ronaldo Carter, who was thereby notified in writing of this right to object to this motion. 8, the pending setting, and this motion was filed actually November 12th of 2020. Now, Mr. Carter, do you object to Mr. Smith withdrawing as counsel in your cases?
No, sir.
Okay, so Mr. Carter, the court is going to sign these motions to withdraw, and Mr. Smith, you are released from representing Mr. Carter. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, Mr. Carter, at this point, you have 3 options. As a defendant in a criminal case, you have 3 options. 1, you may hire an attorney. 2, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to you. Or 3, you may represent yourself. If you want an attorney to represent you and have enough money to hire an attorney, the case will be reset to give you time to do so. If you want an attorney and do not have the money to hire one, you will need to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you. You may not speak to the prosecutor about your case unless you sign a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney. Be aware that there are dangers to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant legal rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. If you choose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request counsel from the court. Hold on a minute. Okay, Mr. Carter. Now, you have a choice as to whether or not you want to hire an attorney, whether or not you want to see if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney, or you may waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself. At this time,
excuse me, guys, but the magistrate did say that he was eligible
when was that?
on April 12th.
Okay, now, Mr. Carter, we were looking at a affidavit of indigence that was filed back on April 12th of 2022. And the magistrate signed an order saying that you met the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. So the question that I have to ask you is, do you want your case reset to hire an attorney? Or do you want to have a court-appointed appointed to you? Or you want to waive your right to attorney to represent yourself?
Court-appointed.
Court-appointed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Let me get my list. Okay. Okay, Mr. Carter, the
Sir.
attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is attorney Mark Faggart. And Mr. Faggart is going to be appointed to represent you on all your cases. And Mr. Faggart will be given notice. And he should be coming out to, if you're in jail, he'll visit with you. If not, then you'll have to make an appointment with him, or you'll have to contact him, because we also will give you information on how to contact him. Okay, so just hold on a minute.